So, so here are the drawing board size, that is a D0, D1, D2 and D3, that is of length into width. These are the sizes, basically sizes. Recommended sheets, that are A0, A1 and A2 and A3. These are the different types of the sheet. uh, we will see the what types of the sheets. These are the board sizes. It is 1500 into 1000, length into width, that is given. And different instruments, those are like protractor, divider, scale, and T-square, drafter, mini drafter. We can say it is as a mini drafter, which is used for the drawing the parallel lines or perpendicular lines. That is, those are used basically. So here it is a T-square that is used for the drawing the parallel lines or else some parallel lines. But now no one is using this T-square. And still we have French curve, which is used for the irregular shapes that are there. For that purpose we are using the French curve. Here are the drawing sheets, standard drawing sheets. That is A0, A1, A2, A3, A4, 200 into 10 into 210 into 297. That is normally A4 sheet, what we are using for the printing in the printer. These sheets, uh, you can check that A0, A1, A2, A3. Just basically we use normally, which we use, that is the A4 sheet. And then A4 for A2 for the drawing, and A2 for the drawing. Still in civil engineering they use the A1, they use A1 also. But as per the required size we can use any sheet, that is, there is no problem. And next we're going to see, uh, types of the lines that are used, and their application, for what purpose those are used. First one you can see, here it is continuous thick line, continuous thin freehand drawing, freehand line, zigzag, thick dash thin, chain, that is one dash line, one dot, and one dash dot dot. It is called as a chain thick. In similar way, it is a chain thick and thick and thin and thick, and the chain thick, and the chain thick and double dash. That is one continuous line, one line double dot, one line double dot, one line double dot. So first one we're going to say continuous thick. It is a visible outlines, visible edges. That is actual part. Whatever we want to represent, it is actual part, outlines that can be represented by the continuous thick line. Suppose example, if we take if it is any part that is visible, that which can be clearly visible by the eyes, that can be drawn with the continuous thick line. And continuous thin line is used for the dimension line or the projection line. And then it is a continuous thin that is used for the boundary or the limit, interrupt views, that is. And the continuous thin zigzag, if any part is too lengthy, and if you want to cut and show that one, if it is not fitting in, getting fit into that drawing sheet, then though we can represent that one with continuous thick zigzag line. We can break at that point and we can show that by the zigzag, that length. Then it comes that dashes, thick dash, thin dash, that can be used for the indicating that hidden lines which are there. If any hole is present inside but we cannot see that one, those are represented by the dashed line. And the chain thick is used for the, this one is the chain thick, that is used for the center lines. If you want to indicate the center of the hole or else the center of the part, it is represented by chain thick, thin chain. And cutting planes, if any portion is cutted, then it is represented by the chain thick. and and then chain thick, thin and thick, and then chain thick is indicated for the surface to which the special requirement application, if a certain application is special, then it is represented by the chain thick. And comes the chain thick and a double dash, that is used for the outline of the adjustment parts, alignment. And then next, which is alternate and the extreme positions, so that movable parts, some parts are moving, or central lines, and the initial outlines. For those things, it is used chain thick and the double dash line is used. Let us see the one of the example for that one, where particularly these lines are used. Here you can see this is the bearing block, that is this is a 3D view of that one. And here it is a hole, and here it is one hole through which we are going to pass this shaft. Here also it is a hole, and here it is also hole. Now if you want to represent that one into the drawing, these are the views. This is a front view and this is a top view of that one. Views, that is regarding the views, when we see it from the top side, it is called as a top view. And when we if we stand in front of that object, which we see the face, it is called as a front view. If you are seeing from the left, it is called the left profile. And when you see that one from the right, it is called as a right profile. And this is the top view, we can say. Here it is a front view, and here it is a top view. If you see in the top view, in top view you can see that a top hole, this one. But in the front view we cannot see that hole, but we can represent that one with the dash line. Dash line, here it is used. And the thick line, it is used for the representing this actual visible lines, visible outer, that is the surface, which is we can see the normally. It is used, drawn by the thick line. And these are nothing but projection or a dimension line, that are used for by the thin lines. And here also we can see that it is a dash line that is used. From the side front view we cannot see that one, but we can see from the top view that hole clearly, but we cannot see that one hole from the front view. So it is represented by the dash line. And here also we can see this one, this hole can be viewed from this view, but here we cannot view that. That's why it is represented by the dash line. And one more thing is regarding our center line. You can see this one, this is represented the center line, one line, and the dot we can represent with that dash line. And this is regarding the lines that are used for the drawing, different types of the line: thick line, thin line, dashed line, and all the things. Next class we can see that the dimensioning, methods of dimensioning, what are the views, and all the things you can see in the next video.